And welcome to what I'm prepping today. I want to show you something real quick. I got an order from HerbalCom.com, which is where I get the majority of my spices because I can buy in bulk. Now, what I want to call attention to is the area in the lower left. It says free freight and quick shipping. Now, they don't charge shipping, but they do charge a handling fee, which so many companies do that. And whatever, it's fine. But they charge a flat rate of $8.50. Now, that did go up. I think the first time I ordered from them, it was like $6.50, maybe $7.50. But it's now $8.50. And for a 26-pound box, which is what I got, that's actually still a good deal. Now, when you get it, your package, it comes with the return address of AmeriHerb. Same company, different site. So remember HerbalCom.com. And here is AmeriHerb.com. And the website looks identical, except down here in the lower left-hand corner, it says herb and spice orders under $200 are charged actual UPS freight. And then it says orders over 200 are shipped freight free. However, they don't mention a handling charge. So I'm not real sure if they do charge a handling charge at the end. And it also looks like they don't even allow you to browse this site without logging in and creating an account. And that's not a big deal for me. I may do that in the future. This actually, AmeriHerb, as opposed to HerbalCom.com, is a new thing that I'm aware of. But I just wanted to let you know that if you're going to place an order for over $200, you might just want to come to AmeriHerb and log in. And if you're going to place a small order, you might want to just stick with HerbalCom.com because it's $8.50 total. And my order weighed 26 pounds, but was still under $200, I believe. I'll have to check. But anyway, that's it. So just depending on their prices should be the same. I know that their elderberry special was the same on both sites. But you might want to just double check to see which one's going to give you the better deal. And so I just looked to see how much my order was, and it's funny because it was $198.50 with my $8.50 handling. So I should have checked with AmeriHerb.com to see if they charge a handling fee. I could have actually got something, spent $10 and saved $8.50, which would have only added $1 something to my bill and still been, better. Anyway, sometimes there's a break point, a break even or a break over point on an order, and you just want to be aware of what you're doing. So let's go through and check my order and see what this looks like. So I can smell cumin, it smells like, and I already took my labels off. And this box was 26 pounds, and they shipped it UPS. So this is what your stuff looks like when it comes from there. And I'm just going to go ahead and check in my order. And right here I have activated charcoal. That was a pound. And the pound of activated charcoal was $10.70, and that has a lot of different beneficial uses. It's good for poisoning. If you don't want to throw up, it actually will absorb that, and a lot of people use it for toothpaste. Yeah, it turns your teeth black briefly, but it's supposed to be really good for whitening as well. So then I have here a pound of Cascara Sagrada bark powder, and what I use this for is if you need some help cleaning out it. And if Senna, the natural stool softener, doesn't work, Cascara Sagrada will do it. Now, why do I buy it in a 1-pound package? Well, I will be storing a lot of it in Mylar, but I also have a small capsule machine that was, I don't know, maybe $15, and then capsules are 1,000 for around $10. And this bottle right here of Cascara Sagrada, you only get 100. So I don't even know how much to say that weighs because they don't provide you with a weight on there. But I can guarantee you that at $8.45 for a pound of Cascara Sagrada, and this, even if it's only $3 or $4, you're definitely financially better off to do this if you have the time to make your own capsules, or you could actually just mix this in with water and drink it. Next, I have this huge bag, even though it's only a pound, of oregano leaf. It's CS, means cut and sifted. And this whole pound of oregano leaf powder was only $6.35. Now, obviously, this isn't oregano that I'm showing you here, but this size here is 2 ounces, and it's what, $1.19 maybe? So that would make this $8, $9, $10, maybe $10 if you buy it in these small containers. We use a lot of oregano. I will store a lot of this in Mylar, and so the oregano powder at a pound is only $6.35. And then I have the oregano leaf. It's ground, so obviously, you know, that's just a pound, and that's $6.35 a pound. Here I have Cascara Sagrada bark cut and sifted. And this is what you would want if you don't want to put it in a capsule, and if you don't want to just stir it into water and drink it. This is what you could use to make a tea. It's actually small, tiny little pieces of bark. And this would also store better because it's less processed than the powder is. So then you could just grind this if you wanted the powder. And these were respectively, the powder was $9.15 and the cut and sifted bark was $8.45 a pound. Next, I've got a pound of whole cumin seed, and that is $4.85 a pound. And again, it's not cumin seed powder, it's whole, and this would also, like I said previously, store better than the powder, and you can grind it when you wanted to use it, unless you had to use just for the seeds, as if you wanted to roast them to add some different kind of flavor. The cumin seed was $4.85 a pound. Then here I have apple pectin powder, and I actually did some research on using apple pectin powder, and I thought that I was getting a really good deal here at $17.75 for the pound. What I didn't know, and I was unable to tell online, is that it says carrier dextrose. I'm going to have to do a little more research. I just hope they didn't add sugar to my apple pectin powder, and if they did, well, then I've learned. But when you look at their website, you'll see you get a one-line description of everything. And so this was $17.75 for the pound. Next, I have a pound of roasted carob powder, and that was $4.35 for the pound. And then I've got dill weed cut and sifted, and that was $8.05 a pound. And even though I have elderberry plants, I bought a pound of elder flowers, whole. Well, of course, they're dried, and elderberries dried that are also whole by the pound. And those are good for tinctures, and my husband actually used them to make wine before. So the pound of dried elderberries is $12.50, and the pound of dried elderflowers is $13.55. And if you think that's too much, try buying a bottle of elderflower liqueur. And this bottle was $20. Of course, Pennsylvania has the LCB, so yeah, we overpay for everything alcoholic. Next, I have some bee pollen powder and some bee pollen granules. I've not used the powder before. I have used the granules. I just maybe take, I don't know, half a teaspoon occasionally just for the health benefits, and it does seem to give me a little bit of energy when I'm lacking. The granules are $8.85 a pound, and the powder is $9.15 a pound. And I just actually keep my granules in a mason jar with my vitamins, and then I just take it when I need it or want it. And next I have the ground cumin seed, which was $5.55 a pound. And this is ground, not the whole seed. And I use a lot of cumin when I make chili or taco meat. And I just love cumin, so I use a lot of it. And of course, a lot of it will go into Mylar. And I'm going to quit saying that because that's what I do. Next, we have the whole black pepper and the whole white pepper. And I was really hoping to find some different peppercorns, the different colors, which are just harvested at different times of maturity. Sorry, I had to yell at the dog. And so the black pepper is $9.75 a pound. And the whole white pepper is, where's that at? Uh-oh, where'd it go? Well, it's one of the things that's not checked off. Oh, $11.85. Which honestly, I don't understand why the different colors are different prices, because they're just harvested at a different time. If you see, that's pepper nigrum, and that's pepper nigrum. Even if it's a green peppercorn, it's just harvested at a different time. So this is what I call lizard bait. That's how I get my daughter to come visit me. She's going to want pepper. I'm going to tell her I got 2 pounds of pepper, and she's going to come get it. And so she's good for a visit. Next, I've got 1 pound of bentonite clay, and that was $5.45 a pound. And that's good if you want to make some of your own cosmetics, and it also has some, other purposes. And I'm just going to leave it there with the activated charcoal for a moment, and I'll tell you why in a second. Next, I have 4 bags of citric acid powder. So if you watched one of my other videos, I said I was buying a lot of bath bombs for my grandkids, and they were quite expensive. So I wanted to try to make some, although I really didn't realize a pound of citric acid was going to be so small. But the citric acid to make the bath bombs was $5.35 a pound, and I got to get 4 of those. But at $2.50 for 1 bath bomb, I'm hoping to at least, well, I was hoping to make out a little bit, but looks like I might just break even on that one. But at least we'll have fun. So, as I checked off my order, which is something I always do, I go through, especially on a large order, I can see I've checked everything off, and the only thing I can't find, and it doesn't say that it was on back order or anything, and you can tell that I keep pausing the video, as I pull something out and find it, so I don't have to, wait for you to... You don't have to wait for me to find it on the invoice. The only thing I don't have, and I've counted the bags and counted them here as well, I don't have my my celery seed, my whole celery seed, and that's something else that I do use a lot of. So celery seed is only $3.55 a pound when you buy it from here, and this is probably my 4th or 5th order from this company over the last 2 years, and I'm going to tell you what, this is the only time I've ever had something not be here. And so now what I'm going to go over here and tell you about the activated charcoal and the clay bentonite is I definitely will be storing these in Mylar in small amounts. I don't need a lot. Nobody really uses that much activated charcoal at a time, or that much clay, bentonite clay. So when I store these in Mylar, you got to be really careful. They are such super fine particles that it's hard to get them in the bag, and static plays a role as well. And then it's hard to seal the bag, because when you close the top of the Mylar bag, the charcoal wants to just ooze up out of there, and if you've ever spilled that, it makes quite a mess. And yes, I have. So that's it. I just wanted to show you my entire order. And there's this and a full stove top that I will keep. This will keep me busy, putting these in Mylar and then labeling them and all of that. So that's what I prepped today, and maybe I will just crack this open and just enjoy myself packing stuff in bags. But then again, maybe not. Maybe I'll just do the work and save the bottle. Okay, what did you prep today?